I was so kind to me at the time American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is located at 105 East Butler Street in Manchester and at 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton. Your vision is our primary focus.
For over a century, Anderson has been helping families make their homes brighter, more comfortable, and more beautiful. They do it by making quality windows and doors, setting the bar high and raising it day after day, year after year, making Anderson the leader in doors and windows. Contact local vendor Delhi Lumber at 922-2404 for all of your window needs. Delhi Lumber, your authorized Anderson Windows dealer, has big town quality with small town service.
At Community Savings Bank, it's simple. Simply free checking comes with free debit cards, free online banking with bill pay, free mobile money, and free thank you gifts. Find out more about Simply Free Checking at one of our 7 locations or online at csbiowa.com. Community Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Jay's Auto Supercenter on the Greater East End of Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, and a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. At Jay's Auto, customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
And high school wrestling is on the air from Independence High School. It's the West Delaware Hawks and the Independence Mustangs. Good evening, everybody, along with Roger Reed. I am Jamie Vasky, and Roger, an area matchup, a rivalry matchup here tonight in Independence. The 56th meeting between these two teams as West Delaware currently leads West Delaware leads this series 37-18. But again, the trophy on the line here tonight, the Clash of Highway 20 trophy, is on the line here tonight. A series that West Delaware leads 4-2. But the Mustangs, probably the favorite in the duel here tonight. But a great atmosphere. Our side here with the Independence fans is packed. The West Delaware side slowly filling up. And it's a great night for wrestling.
Yeah, Julie, we knew coming in when we had a hard time finding a place to park. We had to park out in the back corner of the parking lot here tonight. We knew this was going to be a big night. We knew there was going to be a lot of action here. They had some good debut matches starting at 5:30, and they had a pie auction between the booths and raised about $1,700 for their Independence Snack Club. They have the little buddies out here. Introducing the little back guys. I'll tell you what, we've got 9.2 here tonight, Jamie. We've got the lights flashing. We've got the smoke still in the house. I tell you what, it's quite a sight to see. It's going to be quite a night of wrestling.
Absolutely, and as we've told you before on this dual meet, turn your TV on, turn the volume down, and turn us up on KMCH here as we've got this wrestling duel for you as the Hawks and the Mustangs coming up here. As take a look, they're doing the starting lineups right now. The starting lineups between these two teams right now, as we're going to start at 195 pounds. For the Hawks, it'll be Brett Roush. He'll be taking on Matt McMillan. At 220 pounds, we're going to see Sam Johnson. We're going to see Sam Johnson for the Hawks taking on Lane McMartin, a senior for the Mustangs. At heavyweight, it'll be Caleb Caesar, the junior for the Hawks, taking on a junior from Independence, Austin Larkin. At 106 pounds for West Delaware, it'll be freshman Ryan Phillips. He will be taking on a freshman from Independence, Holden Griffin. At 113 pounds, Jeff Ilgen, the freshman for the Hawks, will be taking on Jarrett Orb from Independence. At 120 pounds, it'll be another freshman for West Delaware, Daniel Wood. He will be taking on Colin Fischels, a senior for the Mustangs. 126 pounds, it'll be Jordan Roush, the junior from West Delaware. He'll be taking on Jacob Wolf, a senior from Independence. 132 pounds, be a great matchup. Freshman Mitchell Mangold will be taking on junior Tanner Erickson Dale from Independence. 138 pounds, it'll be Owen Ward, the senior from West Delaware, taking on Drew Davis, the senior from Independence. What a matchup that'll be at 138 pounds. At 145 pounds, the freshman from West Delaware, Nick Casey. Nick Casey will be taking on a sophomore from Independence, Seth House. At 152 pounds, it'll be Tristan Volker, the sophomore from West Delaware, taking on a senior Luke House from Independence. At 160 pounds, kind of the heart of the Mustang order, it'll be Ryan DeSoto at 160 for the Hawks, a senior. He'll be taking on a senior from Independence. Ranked number 3, Jake Jewell. At 170 pounds, it'll be Harrison Goebel, the sophomore from West Delaware, as he will be taking on 5th-ranked senior from Independence, Nicholas Holt. And at 182 pounds, it'll be senior from West Delaware, Max Ridenauer, as he will be taking on a senior from Independence, Elliot Ryan. As the teams have come to the middle, they flipped the disc. West Delaware will have the odd matches, as we will start this duel again at 195 pounds and just about to get underway. And what a matchup this should be here tonight, Roger, is, a lot of people here. This is a great atmosphere for high school wrestling.
Well, it is. And, you've got a full house on this side. The Mustangs, with their little kids here tonight, a lot of people. And, again, they've been wrestling very, very well. This is your first time to see them live. And, Alex and I saw them at the Benton Community Invitational. They had a great tournament that day, Jay. I think they finished 3rd behind Assumption and Jefferson. They just wrestled the lights out. You could see them gaining a little bit of momentum. West Delaware is coming off a nice 3rd-place finish at Minneapolis on Saturday, so they're wrestling a little bit better. So, we've got some good matches here. I don't know if West Delaware has the depth this year to handle the Mustangs. We're going to see. Again, we've always talked about throwing out the records and seeing it on the mat, but I tell you what, West Delaware's got the work cut out for them.
Absolutely. His first matchup tonight, it'll be Brett Roush from West Delaware taking on Matt McMillan, the senior from Independence, ranked number 5 in the state in Class 2A.
It was going out early, being very aggressive. This little change from Matt. Usually he's slow and steady on his feet, but he came right out with tried a couple knee picks, and he got in on a low single on Roush and took him right down before Brett could set up that outstanding fireman's carry that he has. And I think that's what Matt McMillan was afraid of. He said, I'm going to attack Brett before he has a chance to set up that fireman. McMillan now with the chickling on the left side of Brett Roush. He's trying to load it up. Roush doing a good job keeping his chest up. Good, working his chest up with some good hand control. Wide base, good feed underneath. Now there's an inside wrist on McMillan. He latched the inside wrist. And now McMillan out on the front, Jamie, trying to run that. And Roush doing a good job keeping his outside leg up. But McMillan, a lot of pressure, a lot of force on that left side. Now tight waistline McMillan. Roush gets his base up, gets his hand free to his feet, goes Brett Roush. Nice job with hand control. Back trip by McMillan, and back to the mat they go. So Brett will have to do a little bit more work here, trying to get those wrists free, trying to get the hands free, Jamie.
He will, and that's going to be a tough task. You've got a very experienced wrestler in Matt McMillan. He's a senior. He's been to the state tournament. Right away, if you're Brent Roush, you got to get up and you got to get hand control and try to break free.
Yeah, you're exactly right. We talked to Coach Miller from Wartburg, and she's doing 9.2. How this dual meet tonight. West Delaware will see Independence again Saturday. They'll see him next Saturday, and then possibly in the regional duels again, and then in the districts. And so they're going to be very friendly with each other here this next couple of weeks. Nice job by Brett Roush working his hips free. He had McMillan on his back for momentarily. McMillan pulled himself back up on top. McMillan trying to put a crossbody right in. He's got an inside wrist on the left side of Brett Roush. Roush is trying to back into McMillan. He's got the head. Looks like he can pull McMillan's head under, and McMillan pulls himself back up top. 8 seconds left to go. It's a 2-0 lead for the senior from Independence. One of the stalwarts for this Mustangs. Been in that lineup, Jamie, seems like forever. And I'll tell you what, we've seen him, and he just kind of keeps getting better and better.
Well, he does. And, I was They had some older pictures on the Independence Wrestling Facebook page the other day, and they showed a younger Matt McMillan, and he's really filled into that upper waist as he's gotten older here. He was just kind of he hadn't quite filled into his body, just kind of a pudgy face, but now you look at him and he's definitely proven that he's one of the best wrestlers in the state.
Right, exactly right. He goes right back to work. He chose down. He hit Brett Roush with a long switch right on the whistle. Roush tried to follow him with a re-switch, and McMillan did a nice job limp arming out and then covering the hips of Roush. So goes back to work, and that chickling on the left side. Brett Roush and Jamie. This is what we talked about earlier. Brett Roush has got his head down. McMillan's got that chickling in, and he's driving. That's something you got to feel. And Brett's trying to keep Earth to fall. So trying to keep that shoulder up, and it's 2 minutes and 45 seconds. The senior from Independence to start this duel off with a fall. And he put that chicken wing in. I'm telling you what, once he got out in the front gate and started driving that, Roush could not get that outside shoulder up in the same post. He only had one place to go, and that was his back.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate for Roush because he was wrestling real well in that match. He's wrestling so well in that match.
So we got a matchup here. This one is top of matches. So Sam Johnson, if he wrestles up to his potential and the way we've seen him wrestle at times. Hunter Crawford, Jamie. I think they're going to move the other guy up, and he's been going back and forth from 220 to 285. So here's an opportunity for Sam Johnson from West Delaware to get the Hawks on the board, and he's got to get on the offensive from the get-go.
They don't have anything on Hunter Crawford. Don't have a weight. Don't have an age.
Well, he's put together. I mean, he throws that singlet out, Jamie, and he's wearing a mask tonight. So he's got some face injury to try to protect. There's a cap and go sweet singlet by Crawford. Got the right leg of Johnson up. No takedown yet. Tries to back up Johnson. Johnson tries to hit him with a long switch. Now tight waist by Crawford. He's going to dump Johnson back to his hip. And I tell you what, that's you see what Independence is trying to do on the get-go here tonight, Jamie. They're being very aggressive on their feet.
Oh, they are, and that's what they need to do. If you're gonna be in a dual meet, how many times does the guy who scores the first takedown win a match? And they're coming out and they're making sure they get that first takedown, and that's something the Hawks are going to have to work on here as we move forward in this dual meet.
Well, you're right. You see if Sam Johnson can get out from underneath. There's a whistle. There's a side roll by Johnson. The hip ice is going to get his hips out. Oh, boy, missed it. Boy, he had a nice side roll, and he missed the hip ice. He would have had 2 bad points. Crawford did a nice job, though, regaining his balance and getting back on top of Johnson. Johnson's got to come back to work with that hand control and get back to his feet. Look for a scramble underneath. Crawford now underneath the left arm of Johnson. He's got the right arm trapped. Nice slap particularly on the right side. Limp arm by Johnson. Now tripod stand-up by Johnson. Side roll. Crawford catches him with a half Nelson. If Johnson can hit him with that side roll. Johnson tries to hit him with the side roll again. I tell you what, he's got to get his hips out, James. He's trying to hit that side roll, and Crawford's doing a nice job covering his hips.
And you're right. What he's doing is he's going down to his hip to try to hit that side roll, but he's not popping his hips out to where he could get position to spin around. Now he's getting his hips out, trying to hit a switch here.
That's a nice sit-out turn in by Johnson. Missed the switch. There's a far side half Nelson by Crawford. And with 1 second left, that first period is going to come to an end, and it's a 2-0 lead for Crawford. Hunter Crawford is going to be his choice to start the second. So Johnson's got to create some more motion, so he's got distance between his hips. He's going to defer to Johnson. Johnson will choose down. Again, Sam Johnson needs to create some motion, Jamie, create some distance between his hips and Crawford's hips, and then he'll be free to move a little bit. If you're just joining this, Womack Wrestling, the Womack tournament will be Saturday at Vinton-Sheldsburg, and that is going to be at Donnybrook. That's going to be a slobber knocker. That's going to be a no-holds-barred tournament for the whole day. That's going to be a good one to get to and watch. Nice hand control by Johnson. Knee slide to a stand-up, splits the hands of Crawford. He's going to turn and face him and pick up a 1-point escape. It's 2-1 now with 1:37 left to go in the second period. Johnson working a good collar tie on Crawford. Crawford showing those long arms, keeping Johnson at bay. There's a sweep single attempt by Crawford again with an elbow pass. He's looking at elbow pass. Johnson tying up with his right. There's a low single by Crawford. Catches Johnson off guard. Dives in on that single. Johnson drapes over the top of Crawford. Until Johnson gets stepped ahead of Crawford. Crawford's going to try to come out between the legs of Johnson, and we're going to get a stalemate by our official. Back to work they go. Neutral position, 112. And Crawford's been pretty slick, Jamie, with that sweep single. Elbow pass the sweep single. He's got elbow pass the the right arm, and then attack that right leg. Johnson trying to work a collar tie, and having no luck with it. Out 2-on-1. There's a duck under attempt by Crawford. Johnson's got to get going. Hard collar tie by Johnson again. No action from his feet. 49 seconds left to go. Collar tie shoving Crawford free. Crawford going to circle back to the middle. The referee's going to call them both back to the center of the mat. 39 seconds and counting. Again, our dual meet score is 6 for the Mustangs, 0 for Manchester. For West Delaware for the Hawks tonight. There's a five carry attempt by Crawford. There's a pancake attempt by Johnson. Got Crawford on his back. Pancake by Johnson. Crawford was on his back and he let him off his back, Jamie. I tell you what, how often have we talked about that? You get an opportunity to bury somebody, and you just kind of let him get off.
Yeah, but nice job. You know, that was an opportunistic move by Sam Johnson. You know, he's Crawford's in on a leg, and he just locks underneath that arm and throws him to his back.
Got 2 seconds. There's a foul. Johnson with the foul as the time runs out. No time left on the clock. Johnson slapped Crawford on his back, teed out this time. Got the fall, and 4 minutes, Jim. He can't get any closer than that, but Crawford was buried. I think Johnson surprised Crawford. He came right back with that. Full pancake got underneath the arm of Crawford, jumped him to his back. This time teed out. And I'm telling you what, they got the job done, and that's what it's all about, man.
Absolutely. Nice job by Sam Johnson, you know, just coming out, very opportunistic, and was able to pick up a fall, like you said, no time. Right after, as he slapped the mat, I looked up to look at the time, and it had hit 0, so it was that close of a fall for Caleb Caesar. But nonetheless, it was a fall, and that's going to tie this dual meet up at 6-6. Up next here for this dual meet is the heavyweights, and for the Hawks, it's going to be Caleb Caesar, the junior from West Delaware, and for the Mustangs is Austin Larkin, who is a junior. As I believe this is Larkin. He hasn't wrestled a lot this year. I don't know if he was injured throughout most of the year, but not a lot of wrestling action. I tell you what, he's very tall. He's tall. He fills out the 285 pounds. This will be a great matchup here between Caesar and Larkin. And Larkin, of course, you know, how is he going to be coming off and not wrestling a lot of matches this year? So we'll find out here in this dual meet. Of course, our dual meet tonight, our coaches for the Independence Mustangs, Michael Doyle, again, a graduate of West Delaware High School. Keith Donnelly, Brian Loughran, again, another West Delaware graduate on the coaching staff for Independence. Josh Weber, Matthew Shannon, Caleb Budzine, Daniel Eschen, Tyler Andrews, Ryan Fank, and Caleb Studebaker. A lot of former Mustangs, good wrestling former Mustangs on that coaching staff. For West Delaware, head coach Jeff Boss in his 21st year at West Delaware. Assistant coaches are Chris Lenz, Scott Litter, Pat Phillips, Mitch Payton, and Kurt Hatfield.
Oh, that's what it takes, Jamie. You know, to have a successful program, you've got to have a good leader in your head coach, but you've got a bunch of assistants, and each one's got their own specialty. And when you can get that quality of assistant in your program, it pays dividends. Well, 42 seconds left to go here. A lot of pushing and shoving from these two 285-pounders. And again, it'll be up to Caleb Caesar. As you said, Jamie, Larkin doesn't have a lot of mat time in, and you know how it is. You've got to have that mat shape. And Caleb Caesar's wrestled a lot of mats. It's going to be up to him to push the tempo here. There's going to be a snatch single by Larkin. Nice whizzer by Caesar. He's going to pull Larkin off the edge with a mat. We've got a lot of referees in the stand on this side, Jamie, looking for 2 on that. The Caleb Caesar kept a nice whizzer in. And the Larkin had no control there. 15 seconds left. And then Larkin is all of 280 probably. I'm not sure what Caleb Caesar weighs. not much more than probably 250. So he's going to have to use his quickness. A lot of pushing and shoving. Good collar ties here by both wrestlers. Larkin with the only shot that period. It's going to be Z's choice. He's going to defer over to Larkin. And Larkin's going to choose down. So Caleb's good on top. I'll tell you what, you're wrestling a big guy. Well, you got to break those table legs down, Jamie, off the whistle.
And watch that side roll. That's, you know, that side roll, they call that the big boy move. And that's a lot of heavyweights use it. And we've seen some heavyweights over the years that have used it very effectively. And Larkin's just going to come to a straight stand-up.
Ooh. And it's going to be a stand-up by Larkin, and he catches Caesar by surprise. Caesar with the side roll on Larkin. He's going to pick up the 2. Let's see if he can turn Larkin, and Larkin going to his back. Going to pick up a 2-point reversal and miss the chicken wing on this side. Larkin posted now a half Nelson by Caesar on the right. Off the edge of the mat they go. 3-2 is our score. A lot of action there in 34 seconds. It started with a nice stand-up by Larkin. And Caesar with a spiral ride, and he couldn't quite keep those hands and shoulders going forward of Larkin. Larkin did a nice sit-out to his feet. And very, very nice job of chain wrestling by both wrestlers. Here comes a spiral ride by Caesar again. Larkin's going to come right back to his feet. It's going to be a 1-point escape. It's 4-2 with 1:17 left to go. So Larkin's doing a nice job scoring when he needs to. Caesar's going to have some offense from his feet and tie this thing up. A takedown will tie it up. A takedown by Larkin will increase his lead by 4. 1:03 left to go. Second period, neutral position we go. We started at weight class 195. We're up to weight class 285 with some good matches here. A fall by Casilla from Independence at 195 to start. And a fall by Sam Johnson at 220. We're knotted up at 6s, Jamie. And, you know, we've seen this. This has been a crazy dual meet before. And, you know, this may be another one of those crazy nights.
It very well could, you know, and it's already kind of started off that way, you know, just kind of being one of those dual meets where, you know, all of a sudden we've got a 6-6 duel, and after 2 matches, you know, 2 matches and 2 falls for these 2 teams. So could be a fun night here. It's always a fun night when the teams get together, but by the end of the night, it could be a really good dual meet, really close dual meet, as 18 seconds left to go in the second period with Larkin and Caesar. And 4-2 is the score in favor of Austin Larkin. You're tuning in tonight to listen to that Iowa basketball game as they're taking on Maryland. The number 3 ranked Hawkeyes taking on the 8th ranked Terrapins. It is currently 47-42, Maryland leading almost midway through the second half.
Well, we're going to go to the third period here, Jamie's asking. It's going to be Caesar's choice. He's got to choose down. He was not able to turn Larkin on when he rode him. He was able to take him down. So, you know, the lesser of the 2 here. Now you're going to put all that weight on top of you. And Larkin with a very nice tight waist, far ankle, drives Caesar to his chest. Caesar's going to have to do a good job pushing himself back up and keeping his knees underneath. Larkin with a hard crossface now from left to right, trying to go to crossface far arm. Caesar trying to post that right leg out to his side and keep Larkin from turning him over. 136 and counting. Caesar's going to have to try to work. He's got his hips back up now. Larkin doing a nice job with a power half. Nelson driving that over. Side roll by Caesar. Got to get his hips up. He was a little flat. Creates the motion. Inside wrist by Larkin. Caesar rolls the right wrist out. Gets his hands back out in front again. But I tell you what, Larkin, a lot of weight on top, Jamie, and that's a lot of pressure going forward. Larkin's going to get warned. He might get warned for stalling for riding parallel. He's just trying to work his base up, and we got the black and gold for black and orange pulp. And there's a side roll by Caesar. He rolls Larkin off the edge of the mat. You got to do that in the center of the mat. Knee slide, short knee slide, set up that side roll. Larkin gets up looking a little tired. We'll see if Caesar can push the tempo here with a minute left. 4-2 is our match score. 6-6 is our meet score. Again, Womack action. Womack wrestling at its finest here.
Larkin
slapped the cradle on Caesar as he came to that tripod stand-up using that long leg. 49 seconds left. Caleb Caesar's got to move from underneath. Larkin draped on top of him and no place for Zezer to go. Larkin trying to set up a cross-face cradle from left to right. He's got the right leg of Caleb Zezer posted and scooped, trying to get that head to it. 30 seconds and counting now. Caleb Zezer's trying to work his face up. I'll tell you what, Larkin's got him spread eagle on the center of the mat. 21 seconds left. There's Zezer with a hard sit out, tried to hit another side roll, but again, Jamie's got to create some motion with that side roll. You know, with wrestling somebody that big, you can't just roll him from that position. You got to start that with a sit out, a short stand up, a knee slide. You got to start that with something to create some motion.
Yeah, you do, and and when you do hit it, it's not just this, setting it up, but once you do hit it, you got to go. You can't sit around and hope that he just happens to fall onto his hip and you catch him. You got to be ready to go, and when you hit it, keep moving, keep pushing. We're going to move up to weight class 106.
And we're going to see Ryan Phillips take the mat for the West Delaware Hawks. Saw him wrestle for the first time last week. That was a win in Anamosa. Get himself back out on the mat. I'm telling you what, Jamie, it's been a long time since I've seen this 106 pound weight class be as tough as it is. From top to bottom, there's a lot of freshmen in there, but you've also got some seniors in there, and it's just very, very tough this year.
Oh, it really is, and you not just, and you've got some really good freshmen who could be in there next year as well. The match right now, Ryan Phillips taking on Holden Griffith from Independence, a matchup of two freshmen here at 106 pounds.
Well, Griffith fills out the singlet at 106. Phillips came out, tried to hit him with a little throw. Griffith sagged on him and scored the first takedown. Now Phillips has got to go back to work underneath, try to sit out, turn in, and Griffith did a nice job controlling those hips. 133 and counting first period. Phillips trying to get back up to his feet. Nice inside stand up by Phillips. He's trying to split the hands of Griffith. He's going to turn and face him. And he gets caught as Griffith drops in around the waist. Phillips tried to hit him with a whizzer, and they went off the edge of the mat. So back to the middle we go. Two freshmen. So what Griffith is, he fills that singlet out at 106 there, Jamie.
It really does. He's going to try to slap a cradle in on Ryan Phillips. Ryan Phillips really got a face out here because he's got that cradle really locked up here. But, a tough, really good tournaments for these two teams last weekend as West Delaware was down at that Eliza Muscatine tournament, coming in third place down there. And then Independence winning the Herb Ergens Invitational at Battle Creek, Ida Grove. 2 days, 26 teams. Knocked off Don Bosco was in the tournament. Sergeant Bluff Luton was in that tournament, and Independence came away with a first place finish. So a really tough tournament as these Mustangs really starting to wrestle well here at the end of the season.
Well, they are, and they use that Benton Community tournament as a springboard. They wrestled very, very well, and they just using that momentum and keeping it rolling. That's what it's all about. 28 seconds left to go. Chicken wing by Griffith. He gets a little high run of it. Nice high leg over by Phillips, and he picks up the 2-point reversal, and he ends up with a chicken wing of his own on the left side of Griffith. Griffith with a stand-up. Now a nice job by Phillips. Phillips jumps over to the right side, tries to set up a double chicken wing on Griffith. Gets a little high with the double wing, kicks the left one out, keeps the right one in. He's very, very high. Griffith's going to latch on to the right elbow of Phillips. And going to be saved by the whistle there, saved by the buzzer, Jamie, as he got real high with that wing.
Hey, you saw two wrestlers get too high there. It's, a wing attempt by Holden Griffith, and he got high, and like you said, a high leg over by Phillips. But then I think Phillips, had he taken the time to set something up, he caught a wing, and so he just was like, I got to run it now. But, and that's what caused him to get a little high and almost just about gave up a reversal.
Well, he certainly did, and, a little bit of impatience there by the freshman. That's one of those things you learn, and, being out for about a month with that injury, missed some great wrestling opportunities to wrestle. So No, he's just getting his mat legs back underneath. Griffiths up on top, controlling hips. Looking at inside wrist on the left. Trying to set that chicken wing back up. Here comes the cradle set by Griffiths. He's got it locked back up, a far side cradle on the right. He's going to try to dump Phillips to his back. Phillips spread out, doing a nice job basing. Griffiths going to try to take Phillips backwards. Phillips is going to grab onto the ankle of Griffiths. Griffiths will break his grip on the cradle, now lock it back up. Phillips with an outside stand-up. Griffiths locks the cradle back up one more time. Now Phillips hooks the hands of Griffiths. Let's see if he can pop Griffiths on his hip. He does. He's going to come out the front, pick up a 1-point escape. That should be one right there. And escape, 55 seconds left to go. We're going neutral. Phillips takes the lead. Long single shot by the freshman from West Delaware. Too far away. There's a butcher by Griffiths as he's got the right arm of Phillips pulled underneath his head. Phillips drops the left leg of Griffiths. Now he's going to short drag out. Now he's going to try to hip toss Griffiths. He does. He hip toss Griffiths. He's got Griffiths on his back in a headlock. Griffiths rolls through. Phillips captures the right arm. He's going to step over right now. He might put the double spur in. He's got the double spur. There's a foul by Ryan Phillips. 3:36. Jamie Baskey, the first for West Delaware, making it look easy. That's chain wrestling. You know, he took advantage of Griffiths getting out of position and made it pay.
Yeah, he did. Nice job by Ryan Phillips. You know, like you said, a lot of chain wrestling happening right there. As, you know, he gets the escape and goes right back in for the takedown. So nice job by Phillips picking up the fall there.
Well, we're going to move to weight class 113. We'll see West Delaware puts on the mat here. I think it's going to be Jeff Ilgen. Jeff Ilgen taking the mat for West Delaware. And I'll tell you what, another freshman in the lineup for the Hawks. Hawks take the lead 12-9. Ilgen will have to get going from the get-go here. It's going to be a 2-point takedown for Independence here, Jamie. And that was just a nice job. Sweet single. Now a cradle. No back point. And Ilgen's going to have to work some hand control here. Hard cradle. And Ilgen's going to go to his back again, Jamie. And Independence trying to make short work of this. That weight class 113, a hard cross cradle. That was just a very, very nice job, Jamie, by Orr getting in and securing that takedown. Nice sweet single, scoring the takedown, and then set that cradle up. So West Delaware's got to work some hand control underneath. That's the second cradle we've seen in the last two weights.
Yeah, it is, and you know once you get under there, and it's a matter of bringing that leg up. If you're going to bring that leg up, you got to get your body to come up with it. You can't just leave your head down when you're trying to come up. We're going to move up to weight class 120 for West Delaware. It's going to be freshman Daniel Wood, and for the Mustangs, it's going to be senior Colin Fischel.
Colin Fischel. So once again, you got that matchup where you got a senior against a freshman, and we talked about this a couple of weeks ago where West Delaware's got a lot of youngsters in the lineup in these lower weights, and you just hope, they don't get discouraged, and you hope that just pays off down the road here. But Fischel's the senior, taking on Woods, the freshman, and the Mustangs have taken the lead 15-12. Woods again at weight 120. We're going to fix his headgear here as Fischel's with a hard collar tie. I think Woods took a finger in the eye there momentarily. Blinked a couple hard times there. There's a headlock kept by Fischel. Woods missed the takedown as Fischel went right down to his knees trying to throw that headlock. And again, that's Jamie, you put a freshman in this atmosphere, and this kind of this is a huge dual meet. You know, you just kind of wonder how the freshmen are going to react.
Yeah, you know, at times you're going to see freshmen kind of go out there and get nervous. And I'm not going to use the old Tom Brand saying on people going into a big environment, but, you know, are you going to come out here and get scared when you walk on the mat, or are you going to come out here and get ready to perform? So It depends on the kid. You know, you might have a lot of adrenaline going into a dual meet like this.
Well, we're going off the edge of the mat. When we come back to the center, Woods is going to get dinged for stalling. Officials has put a lot of pressure on him from his feet. 102 and counting in the first period. So Woods is going to have to get going here. There's a nice shot by Woods, a nice double. Took it the wrong way, took it to his head. He missed the outside step with that, Jamie. That was a great shot. He missed the outside step. And official doing a nice job with the counter, but Woods is squared off with him. Now official is going to duck Woods to his left hip. Now he's going to climb the body, duck Woods to his back. Woods is trying to get his left right arm punched back down to the mat. It's going to be 2 takedowns, 2 near fall. Officials will go up by a 4-4 to 0, and here comes the cradle. Tell you what, the Hawks got to work hand control, Jamie. Give the Mustangs credit for taking advantage of that opening. Cradle again by officials. Woods is going to kick out of it. Officials traps Woods. Got a snapback on him now. He's got his right arm trapped. And they'll get the foul right there. 152. A foul by officials. That little snapback. It came over the right arm and hooked the chin. First half Nelson hooked the chin. And the freshman from West Delaware didn't have too much to do. Didn't have anywhere to go, Jamie.
No, he
there, and it was flat.
So the third pin of the duel for Independence is going to move us up to weight class 126. And if you Jacob Wolf for the Mustang, it's going to be Jordan Roush.
Well, Independence has a very nice team, Jamie, with a lot of seniors here. And, that experience pays dividends. And, you spend 3 to 4 years in the wrestling room, and, it shows. Take a 10-minute break after this match right here, as this is being broadcast on 9.2. So our channel, our TV station needs a break. So we will take a short break. Jamie will have a short recap after this match, and we'll take a break. Send it back to the station. Janelle's got a song or two and maybe a weather update for us, and then we'll be back for the rest of this meet. So Jamie, the Hawks have got it going there for a minute, and they got to get some momentum back on their side. Independence are taking control of the meet right now. Roush with the front headlock on Wolf, and can't quite cut the corner. Can't get his head in that right armpit of Wolf. Now Wolf reaches down, latches onto the right leg of Roush. Roush keeps that front headlock. They're doing a great job applying forward pressure, stamping Wolf's head down to the mat. Now he's trying to get the corner, trying to set up that drive forward cradle. He's going to pop his head out. That's just a nice job of Jordan Roush, Jamie, staying with that front headlock.
That's the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say, just stay with it, keep spinning. And that's what he did, and he picked up a 2-point takedown for the Hawks, their third takedown of this dual meet. Independence has 6 on the dual meet as we're at weight class 126, as Independence leading this dual meet 21-12, as this is match number 7 of this duel. As Independence has won 4 matches, 3 of those by fall. West Delaware has won 2 matches, and both of those have been by fall.
So that's, one thing West Delaware needed to work on coming in is getting the pins, Jamie. The 2 matches that they've won by fall. There's a nice shot by Roush coming with a hard crossface from left to right. He's trying to set up a crossface cradle. It gets way too high on Wolf. Wolf is going to grab his head and pull his under. There's the foul. Jordan Roush in control of this match. He tries to set up a crossface cradle, hangs his head. Gets too high. Wolf grabs the head, pulls Roush underneath. Roush has nowhere to go but to his back. Wolf keys out on him, flattens him out, gets the fall, and Jamie Vassy, that's been the story. That's been the story of the West Delaware Hawks season this year. Those close matches, not being able to finish them out, and then giving up the fall besides. So, it's 27-12.
And we'll take a short break. We'll come back and recap what we've seen in the first 7 matches here. So stay with us. We'll take a short timeout. Come right back. You're listening to High School Wrestling, West Delaware and Independence on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
Whatever your favorite sport, we know you will join Parrott Insurance and Grinnell Mutual in supporting all of our local athletes. Parrott Insurance is proud to be part of this community and looks forward to catching all of the sports action this year. If you want a strong insurance team working for you, call Parrott Insurance today for a quote from Grinnell Mutual and experience our policy of working together.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Your family.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Back into the Independence Mustang Gymnasium here in Independence, Iowa. Jamie Vasky, Roger Reed back along with you. In studio producer tonight, Janelle Tucker. As we have got a dual meet going on right now, we're halfway through a little intermission here tonight. As we started this duel at 195 pounds, as first matchup, it was Matt McMillan from Independence with a 2-minute 45-second fall over Brett Roush. And Roger, in that match especially, that's one of those matches we talk about. McMillan ranked number 5 in the state, probably the favorite in that match. But Brett Roush was right in that match until, he gave up the arms and ended up giving the fall. But you like to see that improvement that Brett Roush has made being in that match.
Well, you're right, Jamie. And I think the aggressiveness, when Phil came out, sometimes he's not the most aggressive wrestler on the feet. He came right out and after Brett Roush from the get-go. And I think that surprised Brett just a little bit when we watched Matt wrestle at Benton Community. He was a little bit more reserved on his feet, just a little bit more tactical. And I'll tell you what, he came out ready to go. And Brett Roush, stood fought the battle for just a little bit and he came up just a little short.
He did. And then we move up to weight class 220 after Mustangs taking a 6-0 lead. It was Sam Johnson from West Delaware with a 3-minute 59.9 second fall. It couldn't have been any closer to running out of time in that second period. But Sam Johnson with a fall over Hunter Crawford to tie the dual meet up, and just a very opportunistic Sam Johnson in that match.
And that's how he wrestled, Jamie. Created a lot of motion. Good scrambler. He was a really good scrambler. Got his hips out, finally on top, and scored the fall. And that got the Hawks back in it. The orange and black faithful across the way got something to be excited about.
And then we move up to weight class 285. It was Austin Larkin from Independence, a 4-2 winner over Caleb Ziedler. That put the Mustangs up 9-6, and just a great heavyweight match there.
Well, it was, and the size of Larkin, probably won that match for him, as Caesar was close on a couple of rolls, and he just couldn't quite get that weight underneath him to get the position to score 2 and back points. So Larkin wrestled a very smart match, and when those two meet again, Caesar's going to have to force the action, get going a little bit more, and push the tempo a little bit.
And then we moved up down to 106 pounds, as just as the Mustangs took a 12-9 lead or a 9-6 lead, it was Ryan Phillips at 106 pounds and with a fall in 3 minutes and 36 seconds over Holden Griffin, and that's just showing after all the time that Ryan Phillips has missed, he came out there and did a great job in that match against Griffith, putting the Hawks back up 12-9.
Well, he did. He took advantage of what Griffith was giving him, and he got into a good scramble situation. And Ryan Phillips very good in those scramble situations, and hit a little hip toss off a scramble, threw Griffith on his back, and was able to finish it. And that's good to see. Like you said, missing a month of meets and stuff, and then getting back in. That's good to see.
Absolutely. Well, then the Mustangs went on a little pin-a-thon there. They have a contest over here called Pin-em, or Stick 'em and Pick 'em and Stick 'em or something, with giving away prizes after each pin. And they tallied 3 at the end of that first half, as it was Jarrett Orr from Independence with a 34-second fall over Jeff Ilgen. And then, after that, it was Colin Fischels with a 1 minute 52-second fall over Daniel Wood. And then Jacob Wolf to end that first half. Here it was a fall in 1 minute and 38 seconds over Jordan Roush from West Delaware, making our team score currently 27-12. So, you usually don't have this stoppage to try to gain momentum back, but this break maybe couldn't have come at a better time for the Hawks.
Well, yeah, we talked about the pin bug going, and who's going to stop that? Well, a 10-minute break stopped it, so hopefully the Hawks can take a deep breath here, get themselves going again. There's going to be some good matches coming up. We got 2 featured matches to start it at 132 and then 138, and we're going to finish this. We're going to finish this with the strength of the Mustangs. So West Delaware will have to strap it on here, so to speak, here, Jamie, and keep fighting. They're mathematically they're not out of this duel, but I'll tell you what, it's not going to be easy at all for them.
Mustangs with 5 wins and 4 pins. West Delaware with 2 wins and 2 pins. We got a couple minutes before we start this thing up again, and we're going to have Mitchell Mangold, I believe, as Mangold will be taking on Tanner Erickson Dale. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to High School Wrestling on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager of Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory-certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at 4browns.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Are you looking for great food and a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
Back into Independence High School, the 56th meeting between the Hawks and the Mustangs. The Hawks lead the series 37-18. The first meeting between these two teams was in the 1955-56 season. Independence won that duel 28-25. Here we are last season. It was a 48-12 Mustang win in Manchester. Up to weight class 132 now after our 10-minute intermission. We're going to have Mitchell Mangold for the Hawks taking on Tanner Erickson Dale for the Mustangs. And Erickson Dale, another one of those wrestlers, Roger, he just slowly, I wouldn't say slowly, but continuing to get better in his 4 years here at Independence. As Tanner Erickson Dale, his 3 years here, as he's a junior this season, taking on the freshman in West Delaware, Mitchell Mangold.
Well, this is one of the better freshmen in the area for West Delaware, Mitch Mangold. He's won a lot of matches, and, you're wrestling a guy that's really improved for Independence, Erickson Dale, and he's been in the lineup this is his third year in the lineup. Started at 113 and worked his way up to 132. He's grown, and he was filled out, and he's at 132, and very smart wrestler, very, very fundamentally sound wrestler, as is the freshman from West Delaware. So these next two matches are featured matches in this dual meet tonight, and basically toss-up matches. And this is for a seed on Saturday at the Walmack tournament. And it's for a sectional seed, and there's a lot resting on this duel and this match right here.
Oh, there really is, because both wrestlers, I'm sure, have gone through some of the toughest kids especially on the east side of the Walmack. As these two teams, I guess Independence is on the west side. I should correct myself there, but West Delaware has gone through some of the all the good kids on their side, and Independence is the same way. So this is one way to kind of sort that out tomorrow night at that seeding meeting.
Well, you're right, and there's not a lot of crossover matches, and West Delaware saw Williamsburg, and that helped, and now they're seeing Independence, so you're going to have some common opponents here. They met each other at the Benton Community match, and there's a nice Kelly by Erickson Dale. He's going to pick up a 2-point takedown as he got in and stayed with that. He shot a high crotch, trapped the arm of Mangold, turned it into Kelly, and picked up the 2-point takedown. Now cross body right by Erickson Dale. Mangold trying to get out of it with a scramble, trying to get some hand control with the right hand of Erickson Dale. Erickson Dale latches, throws that cross body right in on the right side of Mangold. He gets a little bit high. Mangold's going to reach up and grab his head, pick up a 1-point escape on the edge of the mat. That's good wrestling.
Yeah, nice job there by Mangold, just continuing to push the pace here and gets himself a 1-point escape here with 25 seconds left to go in this first period. Dual meet score 27-12, Mustangs leading as we're at weight class 132. This is the 8th match of this dual meet. Mustangs have won 4. West Delaware has won 2. 5 for the Mustangs and 2 for the Hawks.
Well, off the edge of the mat, 9 seconds left to go. Nice low single by Mangold. Nice counter by Erickson Dale. Back to work. Mangold's trying to shoot to the right side of Erickson Dale. Erickson Dale's leading with that left leg. So if he's trying to shoot at the leg that's back, he's going to have to create some action to get Erickson Dale to step that way. It's going to be Mangold's choice. He's going to choose down to start the second period. West Delaware's the visitors on the scoreboard. They've got the red leg bands on. Home Mustangs with the green leg bands on. Those home singlets, those deep maroon singlets with the white eye on the front. There's a short sit by Mangold, a hard cross face by Erickson Dale. He gets a little bit high riding. Nice hand control by Mangold as he traps the right hand. Sit out, turn in, and escape by Mangold. Now Mangold once again shoots at that right leg of Erickson Dale, Jamie, and Erickson Dale doing a good job of keeping that away from Mangold. So he's got to set up another takedown.
And I guess I haven't been really paying attention. Is he even leading that right leg, Tanner Erickson Dale? I guess he is a little bit, but more of a square stance. So if you're going to shoot to that side, you got to make sure you set it up and pull it towards yourself.
Well, that's right. And, create some motion. He's got a 2-on-1. Mangold with a 2-on-1 now. Now he sweeps singles to the left side. Got the left leg of Erickson Dale up. A hard whizzer by Erickson Dale. Mangold reaches up. tries to grab the head of Erickson Dale and dumps him to his front and off the edge of the mat. Erickson Dale finds the edge of the mat. That's a good wrestling by both guys.
Great defense by Tanner Erickson Dale. You know, it looked like Mangold was going to have a for sure takedown there, but just a great job of getting that whizzer in and fighting near the edge of the mat.
And back to the action we go. Center of the match. 50 seconds left to go. Again, a featured match. It's 2-2. Takedown by Erickson Dale. 2 escapes by Mangold. We're in the second period. It was Mangold's choice to start this period. He chose down a double by Mangold in deep. He drives Erickson Dale off the edge of the mat. Then back to the center we go. It's a good job by the freshman from West Delaware. Good feet work, good footwork by Erickson Dale. There's a nice single by Mangold. He's in deep again, and he can't get both hands on it. Good defense by the junior from Independence. Put weight on that. A headlock attempt by Erickson Dale. He's going to try to hit Mangold with a headlock on the edge. Mangold might spin out of it for a 2-point takedown off the edge of the mat. They go. Great job by the freshman from West Delaware. Erickson Dale opportunistic, trying to pick up a feet to back move there with short time left on the clock. 15 seconds and counting. Erickson Dale's choice was to start the third period. Good hand control by Mangold. Good collar tie by Erickson Dale. 7 seconds left to go. Off the edge they go one more time.
And again, it's going to be important here. It's going to be Tanner Erickson Dale's choice to start this third period. So, Mitchell Mangold, you'd like to see the takedown here.
Tell you what, that's a nice job. That's a John Smith single by Mitch Mangold right on the whistle. I'll tell you what, he curled Erickson Dale up and covered his hips. That's you talk about being opportunistic there, Jamie Vasky. Freshman, that's good strategy. You're thinking there's 6 seconds left, and they're going to just bide your time at 6 seconds. I'll tell you what a great shot by the freshman.
That's what I was just getting. He beat me to it. I was just getting ready to say, he should.
How many times have we seen that in Des Moines, Jamie? That you think you got a lead with 6 seconds left, or you're in it. And I'm telling you what, we've seen a lot of crazy things happen with 6 seconds left to go in a match. Well, 1 point escape by Erickson Dale. He's going right back to working that fireman's carry. And Mangold finds the edge of the mat right in front of the Mustang cheerleaders. And referee's going to call him out. Back to the center we go. We've got the mat lamp on here tonight. Great atmosphere for high school wrestling. KTRG 9.2 here. We've got the little kids from Independence here. We've got a full house of Mustang fans here, and it's just a great spectacle to see. Against 2 outstanding programs with a lot of history. 106 left to go. Mangold now doing a nice job keeping Erickson Dale away from him. Erickson Dale with a shot. Mangold's got to be careful. He might catch a stalling call here. He's got to go back to work on offense. 58 seconds left to go. Mangold backing up. He's going to have to hold his ground. Erickson Dale doing a good job forcing the pressure here. Mangold now doing some good job hand fighting. There's a drop-in single by Erickson Dale, half a shot. Mangold just steps in and pushes him away. Now Mangold with the collar tie, controlling the wrist of Erickson Dale. Mangold's going to snap him back down to the mat, close to the edge. Our referee's going to stop him and bring him back to the center. 36 seconds left. Erickson Dale applying a lot of forward pressure, but not taking any shots. You can push and push, Jamie, but you got to take some shots with that pressure. Mangold now working a 2-on-1 Russian tie. 24 seconds left to go. Now we're going to get warning against Mangold for stalling, backing up. Erickson Dale now applying a lot of pressure. Erickson Dale hasn't taken a shot, though, Jamie.
He's just one.
Shoving.
He took a half a shot there, got called one for stalling, just Mangold. So Mangold, now you don't have that opportunity to give up a stall call.
There's a headlock attempt by Erickson Dale, and Mangold once again is going to roll out of it. Mustang fans want a 2-point takedown for Erickson Dale. Not going to get it as he did not have control. In the 4 seconds left, that's going to do it. Mitch Mangold will win our first 2 match 4-3, and that's kind of what we expected here, Jamie. A close match like that. It's going to be a 3-point win, a 3-point decision there by the freshman from West Delaware. And what those guys can end up seeing each other for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Well, that closes the gap. It's 27 to 15. The Hawks are 2 pins away from tying this up. West Delaware is trying to put a little heat on the Mustangs right now. And Drew Davis from Independence taking on Owen Ward for West Delaware. 2 of the area's best seniors here, Jamie Baskey. And, this could be a match that we see for about the next, could see it Saturday, could see it the following Saturday at the sectional, could see it the following Saturday at the district. And even, who knows, sometimes you see it at the state meet, could see these guys could wrestle 5 times in the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, even Mangled and Tanner Erickson Dale, those 2 could wrestle four times in the next week, or next 4 weeks. So plus if these 2 teams were to both make the regional duels and wrestle each other on Tuesday night, we're going to see a lot of West Delaware Independence matchups here in these next 4 weeks.
Yeah, you're exactly right with that. Well, we're neutral position here with Davis and Ward. 1:13 left to go to first period. Snap down by Ward has Davis. He's trying to set up a front headlock, but Davis is doing a good job controlling the left wrist of Owen Ward. Ward with a front headlock, and off the edge of the mat they go. Back to center it goes. Under a minute and counting, 59 seconds left to go. Davis in that slightly staggered stance, the square stance. Ward in that square stance. I'll tell you what, these 2 are 2 peas in a pod right now. Similar styles. There's a high crotch attempt by Davis. Ward doing a nice job, showing some quick feet here, keeping the legs back, keeping the hips back. Ward now with the collar tie on Davis. Actually, he's over the top of the arms of Davis. Davis now with the collar tie on Ward. Davis trying to set up a front headlock. Ward back to his feet. 26 seconds and counting. Davis stalking Ward. Now a 2-on-1 Russian tie by Davis. He's going to try to arm drag Ward. Dives in on a single. Front headlock by Ward. Davis doing a good job controlling the left arm of Owen Ward. 10 seconds left to go. Might get a stalemate here by official. 6 seconds left to go. No single shot by Ward. Might have Davis in trouble here. He's got to elevate Davis. Davis does a nice job with a gut wrench. Drops Ward to his hip. No point scored. It's going to be Ward's choice. Let's see where he goes. He's going to go down to start.
Yeah, what a great matchup here between these 2. 2 seniors. Drew Davis's dad is over here. He's dressed to impress tonight. There was 2 of them. I didn't know who the other dad was, but led the Mustangs out of their tunnel when they came in for introductions. And Scott's over here. He's got a suit on with a cane and that says 138 on it, top hat. He's dressed to impress here tonight.
Well, you're exactly right, and I'll tell you what, that's what it's all about here, Jamie, creating an atmosphere that's fun to be in, creating an atmosphere with a lot of excitement, and, that's what this sport is about here with the history of this duel. Owen Ward with a 1-point escape. He's going to take an early lead. Here, 1-0 to neutral we go, 1:33 and counting. Second period, Ward shows down. So it'll be Davis's choice in the third period. Low single attempt by Ward one more time to the right side of Davis. Davis shows some quick footwork here. There's a throw by Ward. Looks like he kept the corner. He kept the corner of Davis. Picks up the 2-point takedown. It's now 3-0 in favor of the senior from West Delaware. Nice throw by Davis came with a collar tie, a retie by Ward, and it just hit him with that throw by, covered up the hips, and that was just an outstanding job there.
Yeah, it really was. And, I think this is the first night we've seen Owen Ward in the second half of the season without that face mask on. So he's got to be liking that a lot better here. But I tell you what, the way he's been wrestling these last few weeks, thought maybe he'd just keep it on.
Well, you're right. And there's a sit-out turn-in by Davis. It might be a 2-point reversal. He's got a quarter Nelson on Ward. He's driving that quarter Nelson. He's going to pick up a 1-point escape. But that's better than giving up a 2. There's a tap and go by Davis on a double. Ward with a down block backs off. 41 seconds left. Second period we go. Back to action at the whistle. There's a high crotch by Davis. Tries to hit Ward with a Kelly. Ward laces down. Nice down block. Front headlock now by Ward. Let's see if he can turn this into 2. Independence Mustangs doing a great job controlling the elbows. And West Delaware comes with that front headlock. The Mustangs have been doing a fantastic job controlling those elbows and then not letting West Delaware cut the corner. Fantastic job. 16 seconds we go. Back to action. Neutral. 3-1. Owen Ward leading. It's going to be Davis's choice to start the second period or the third period. A low shot by Davis, all extended. Owen Ward on top. And we're going to the third period, and it's going to be Davis' choice. We'll see if Owen Ward can ride him just a little bit. Davis will choose down. Ward will ride the, Ward's going to start on the left side. A little stoppage here as Ward wants to make sure. He's going to start on the left side. He's going to go far knee, far ankle. Here comes a switch attempt by Davis. 2-point switch to tie this up. Ward does a nice job staying with that deep place, far ankle, drives Davis back over his hips. And Davis will have to start all over. Owen Ward with a tight waist with the left, trying to scoop a chicken wing with the right, and not having a lot of luck with it. Give Davis credit for being solid underneath, keeping his hips in good position, good hand control. Snap back attempt by Ward. There's a stand-up by Davis, and that's going to be a 1-point escape. Next takedown, 3-2 lead now for Owen Ward. 1:20 left to go. There's Owen Ward in on a single. No single. He's got to elevate. He's going to elevate Davis. Davis going to latch around, wrap his arms around the waist of Owen Ward. He's got a left arm of Ward trapped. Ward's going to switch off to a single. Let's see if he can pop his head out. He can't get his head. He's going to step over the head of Drew Davis. He might have a 2-point takedown here and some back points. Orange and black, and you're going to call a stalemate right there, Jamie. I would like to see that go just a little bit longer as Owen Ward was in good position to score 2 off of it. Davis stayed by the whistle as he had his head over the top of the leg of Drew Davis. It was crowded Davis for maybe a 2-point takedown and some back points. 52 seconds left to go. And we got a stoppage with some headgear. Headgear malfunction here as Davis adjusts his headgear. Owen Ward backs out. Now back is going to start him. Davis a couple steps forward. Ward backing up. 42 seconds left. Davis on the attack now from his feet. Owen Ward with an underhook on the right side. Ward diving in on a single to a double. Sprawl position by Davis off the edge of the mat. They go back to center.
It'll be a heck of a finish here in this dual meet. Or in this match, I should say, because these two, both wrestlers really want it here. They want that higher seat at that Womack tournament tomorrow.
Long single shot by Davis, front headlock by Ward, 22 seconds left. Got to be careful here if you're Owen Ward now. You're 17 seconds away. Ward with an underhook on the left side of Davis. Davis with an overhook on the right side. Davis tried to dive in on a fireman's carry. Quick feet of Owen Ward snaps him back and off the edge of the mat. They go with 5 seconds. You got to move your feet there, Jamie's asking. If you're Owen Ward, you got to be ready on the whistle. Ward's going to back up. Headlock attempt by Davis. It's going to be a 2-point takedown by Ward. That's going to do it. Jamie, 2-point takedown by Owen Ward. It's going to be a 5-2 win for the senior from West Delaware. And that's exactly what kind of match we thought we'd see. Our 2 featured matches tonight go West Delaware's way as Mitch Mangold defeats Erickson Dale. And the senior from West Delaware, Owen Ward, over the senior from Independence, Drew Davis. And Jamie, that's just 2 outstanding matches by 4 great wrestlers.
Yeah, it really was. And, that's if you're West Delaware, that's how you got to get back into this dual meet. That's going to close the gap a little bit, 27-18. Still a 9-point Independence lead, but we're going to move up to weight class 145. For the Mustangs, it's going to be sophomore Seth House, and for the Hawks, it's going to be freshman Nick Casey. In dual meet score 27-18, Independence leading. Independence has won 5 matches. West Delaware has won 4. 4 pins for Independence and 2 for West Delaware. Of course, 2 of those wins the last 2 matches between the Hawks and the Mustangs, as you had freshman Mitchell Mangold and junior Tanner Erickson Dale. That was a 4-3 Mitch Mangold win. And at 138, it was Owen Ward with a 5-2 win over Drew Davis. And, I have to say that we did a pretty good job giving our partners, our weather partners at KCRG over there some help when they asked, Coach Miller asked us what would be some of the better matches tonight. And I think our responses were 132 and 138 so far. Those have been the best matches here tonight.
Oh, Jamie, we see a lot of wrestling, as we go around and about, and you've got a good eye for scouting. And tell you what,
we're not bragging though.
We are not. No, very humble. We just like to be helpful. Where we can be helpful, we will.
I like to be right though too.
That always helps. That always helps. 2-point takedown by Seth House, and very, very physical. This is the 4th freshman that West Delaware's got in the lineup tonight. And Nick Casey finding the going just a little bit rough against the very physical sophomore. Second takedown now by House. And he's going to cut Casey loose. And let's see if he decides he wanted to start optional. And let's see if he does.
Real quickly here, Anamosa tonight wrestling, hosting some teams tonight. Excuse me, that's at Iowa City, Regina, I believe, as Anamosa lost to Comanche 54-30. They beat Iowa City, Regina 42-35 and beat West Branch 42-36. We do have some more area wrestling duels going tonight as Nick Casey picks up a 2-point escape. As Edco wrestling tonight against Postville, Riceville, and South Winneshiek. The Vikings defeated Postville 42-30. South Winneshiek defeated Edco 54-18, and currently Edco trailing Riceville 32-30 with 1 match left to go. As looks like Seth House with his 3rd takedown of this first period. 7 seconds left to go in this first period. You can pick up back points there. Did he get 2?
I think he did. David that sideways tilt. He just took his left arm and wrapped around the waist of Nick Casey, elevated him up on his hips, blocked his right shoulder, dumped him to his back, and he's going to go back down. Nick Casey's choice. And again, West Delaware with the red leg bands on. He's going to go down, and that's a good choice. If House lets you cut you loose, you're going to close the gap here to 5. And but you got to clear those arms. Nick Casey's had trouble. Again, freshman stepping in at a very tough weight class 145. And, that's tough for any freshman to step in this lineup. The rest of the schedule at West Delaware or Independence wrestlers, Jamie. And Nick Casey's done an admirable job. And finds it going a little rough here against the very good Seth House.
Another update, Tipton defeated Cascade tonight 37-36. Cascade beat North Cedars 57-22, and currently Cascade wrestling Muscatine and Cascade leading 9-0 in that dual meet after 2 matches.
So this is go time for our area schools, and all our area schools will be in the conference tournament. Starmont and Edco will be at Southwind for the Upper Iowa Conference. I'm not sure what the Tri-Rivers Conference is, Jamie. We'll check on that, but we'll have updates for you on that on Saturday also.
Where did you say Upper Iowa was?
That's at Southwind. Southwind is hosting the Upper Iowa Conference, and I'm not sure who's hosting the Tri-Rivers, but Vinton Shellsburg will host the WAMAC.
Of course, we got area schools in the River Valley.
Which we do. Anamosa and Monticello. Yep.
Cascade and Monticello. Anamosa and
WAMAC. Thank you.
Yep. The Tri-Rivers Conference meet. We'll pull that up here real quick. It's in Delhi, Coconut Valley, hosting the WAMAC this year. So we will have updates, of course, throughout the day from that as on Saturday. 8-2 still our score as we have not changed positions in this second period as
Well, Nick Casey's done a lot better job, Jamie, with hand control. He's kept his hips squared in the mat. Here comes that 2-point shove again by House, and Casey's going to roll through, and oh boy, almost caught House with a headlock roll coming out of that roll. That tilt by House. Casey's